Hello, everybody. Okay, just gonna get the music a little bit louder then. I guess I'll do like 85. That could be a little bit better. That's probably it. How about now? Okay, I just went back into here.
Yep.
Is it still quiet?
It's might be just a little loud. I'm gonna say Corvid should check just to make the absolute sure.
I think keeping it at 80 is fine.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'll edit this part out in post.
Nothing's getting removed.
No, we're raw dogging it.
We're raw dogging.
Raw dogging. It's fine. Sorry. Excuse me.
Okie dokie.
Seems as though we are ready.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Call?
Yes.
Honora?
Yeah.
Try it?
Yep.
Alright. Now. Sorry, I had a bit of frosty, stuck in my throat there for a second.
That'll
That's
happen.
the best of us.
Mood setting.
Now. Is the world, as we've discussed before, of Mizora. Recently, you find yourselves in the coastal region of Albania, known for colorful music, beautiful, beautiful art, and crystally blue oceans that... Shut up!
Really?
So that happened just now because someone decided to ignore me going, don't text me right now. So excuse me, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb again. We're good.
Alright.
Okay. Crystal blue waters that shine like a sapphire gem. Now, in order to reacquaint yourselves with what's happening, I open the floor to you. What happened last time we were in this wonderful world?
So we were all, each separately at the beginning, traveling to the same place for our own, specific reasons. I believe the first person to show up was Nora, and then Trey, and then myself, and we all kind of just interacted a little bit outside for a little bit of the Silverwind Mercenaries guild. Is that what it is? Yeah. And then
The Faded Lady.
Perfect.
I have it written down.
Nice. Okay. And then we became acquainted with some of the people there after an incident involving I believe a chair got ignited on fire. And then we proceeded to get ourselves acquainted with, oh god, names I'm really bad with. Those are the things I need to get written down. Nora, if you have any remembrance of, because I know you're acquainted with these characters already.
Yes. There was Christina LaFay and Asai. And then we also met a Nevi, who may or may not have been my character, it's fine. And then Cad Silverwind. So.
Okay, and then there was also a child, right?
Was there?
I think there was like a child underneath the Like
Oh yes, there was a small child as well. That may or may not be a dragon. It's fine. We're not gonna worry about it.
Okay. If someone else wants to go from there.
So we were given a platinum piece basically, and just allowed to be, sent on our way to go adventure and get some intelligence about the city and like learn our way around a little bit. And we decided to go house hunting. So we went and bought a house. And we're gonna go hopefully furnish it today until a fight broke out. And we had to handle it because there was a thief trying to, steal shit from one of the merchants. And after we had disposed of said thief, we did damage control back in the square. And that's where we left off, I believe.
Yep, and Trey has his bananas.
That's
Yep.
right.
Trey does not understand the value of money.
I can't believe you're leaving Honora in charge of this.
It's really, really funny. Now, as you're walking around, you saved quite a few people, so they're very happy to assist you. Jose is not really going to be able to help you here, but Louisa and Horatio, they are more than willing to loan you a cart to help bring whatever you end up buying back to your house. But
Sweet.
first, we're going to rewind a bit. Just a little. To show you all your house. Which, this is your first floor. When you approached, you were met with very familiar to certain people here, to red bricked walls and smooth stone on the ground floor. There seem to be a couple seating areas on the outside if you want, and a little bit off the screen there's a small plot where you can make a beautiful little quintal, which is local slang for a garden. Do you enter?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. You can move yourselves on the map.
Oh god.
We're gonna pretend you're all at full health, it's fine.
I'm trying to. But it's like.
Hmm?
Oh. I was trying to move the character, but it was not allowing me to.
There's some. You need to refresh Roll20.
I love Roll20.
Are you trying to grab it with your right click or left click?
I tried both, because when I tried right click, it just said open character. When I tried left click, nothing happened.
Usually.
Okay, yeah, left click is working now.
Okay. It just
Yeah.
took a sec.
So I was like, I remember last time we did this, I used left click, unless they did a random sporadic change to make it not work like that.
No, they would never do
But
that.
yeah, we're good. Also, now the music's not playing.
It's playing for me.
Can restart the music, it's fine.
We love Scuff. We love Scuff.
It's half the fun.
Oh yeah. So, as you walk in, reminder that this is pretty open. These wooden bars here are actually where the arches are. You can see into every room. There seems to be a kitchen where it's not stocked yet, but listen, you really saved that woman's life legitimately. She is more than happy to give you a bunch of food on a discount. So you will have a fully stocked kitchen by the end of this.
Yeah.
this is your kitchen. It has a sink. It has a bunch of shelves. There's a little storage area in here as well. There's a bathroom on the first floor. A couple empty shelves. But you notice it's very empty.
What you doing, buddy? What are you doing over there?
Bathroom.
Careful.
Oh, didn't do that.
That's the bathroom. That's where you go to the bathroom.
Oh. Excuse me.
Okay. Wondering, you just like zoomed right over.
I'm just pacing.
I just... It's the only thing I didn't know was this door.
That's fair.
Immediately
Okay.
upon
Well, now you
entering.
know. That's the bathroom.
Yes. Okay.
It's like a pretty nice space.
And this is just your main floor. There was supposed to be another door that led outside from here, but I forgot to put it in. But there's a door here, yes.
We'll rearrange it. It's just covered because they were moving anyway.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And
Oh,
there's
there's
stairs
some
that lead
upstairs.
up. There's a little under part here. Perfect.
Oh, cute.
Why is he doing that? Okay.
And then, would you like to go upstairs?
Honora's
Ah,
going
yes.
upstairs.
All right.
Yippee.
Move yourselves down to floor 2.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I'm blind.
Haha.
Wink.
God.
Oh, look at all these tiles. That's so nice.
There are little tiles up here. And you see that there's a fairly open section that you can see down into the first floor. The stairs lead up. And there seem to be several rooms up here. Upon looking around, you do find that there seems to be a setup for 4 people who could live here, which means you have an extra room.
Wow. Isn't that nice?
The rooms
Well,
are also pretty large, truthfully. It does look like this was built for someone who wanted a lot of space. There is a bathroom, or rather a place to bathe, here that anyone can access. And if you go into any of the rooms, 2 of the rooms have private baths that are simply connected to the bedroom.
Alright.
There's also in one of the bedrooms there seems to be a ladder that leads to the attic.
Oh, look at all this. Alright.
Right.
It looks like there's an attic, guys. You want to go see what's up there?
Yes. Oh, didn't mean to. Okay, here we go. There we go.
It's fine.
You can move on down to the attic.
Womp.
Hold on. There we go.
Now,
Oh.
as you enter, there's just a bunch of stuff here.
I like
There's scattered books, a broken bed, broken tables and knickknacks, and a bunch of other random things.
Okay.
It looks like it could use some tender love and care.
I definitely call all the books we see here. I want to see what they are. And she's just kind of
Alright.
like sorting through the stuff a little bit. Not too much, obviously, because we don't have time for
Hey,
that.
big fella, you wanna maybe save some space? We got plenty.
Trey's gonna inspect the broken bed.
Right?
Oh, that's a
It
bed.
is. Yeah, it's a broken bed.
I thought it was a map.
Yeah, it's. So, when you're looking at it, it just seems like it was very old and worn. This seems like a place where they just threw a bunch of old stuff up. However, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Where'd my character sheet go? Perception?
Not you. It was
Oh.
Trey.
Oh.
It could have been worse. Could have
A
been worse.
dirty one.
Starting strong.
All right. Well, it's a bed, and there seems to be an interesting looking thing under it, but you have no idea what it could be. It might just be like a little art piece that this got thrown on top of.
Okay. Well, Trey climbs into the bed and lays down on it,
What are you doing, bud?
testing the bed.
It looks a little broken. How's it feel?
How does it feel?
Miserable.
What's that?
Miserable. There's a piece of wood that's sticking into your back. It's not very good.
Honestly, it's perfect.
Okay.
I make my way over here.
Is there anything that Honora sees when, inspecting all of these piles of things?
The bed is
Roll
not
perception.
perfect. It is not perfect at all.
Just let him have his thoughts and feelings. She's too distracted by how many things there are.
I make my way over here and I check out this area, up top, where I'm putting my character. Yeah.
You're going to see is you can roll perception. Honora, you can find a lot of books.
Right on.
Oh, I have to
I'm
go to
grabbing
my-
all of them.
All right, I'll send you a list of random books later.
All right, thank you.
No, I didn't want to do that. How do you open it up on a separate page again? Sorry.
There's a little
You click onto it.
Yeah. And then, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
The music is so banger, by the way.
Shout out to Juno for doing that.
Absolute banger. Thanks, Juno.
They are my favorite combination composer mixer god.
God?
God. She's a god, honestly. She made the first draft of this song, just so you are aware, in about 20 minutes.
Oh.
She is a god.
Cool. Okay, so what am I rolling
Roll
again? Is it
Roll
slash-
perception for me.
perception?
Nope, so you just click it on your sheet.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was moving to do. I was like, I forgot if it was one of the slash roll things there. Perception.
It's been a while.
It's been a bit.
Oh. Not bad.
Hey!
Alright. So while you technically didn't have advantage, we are going to use that first roll. So Cassandra, you are looking around and you're like, interesting.
Oh, I forgot to change it. There.
It's okay. You find a couple random knickknacks. You find some jewelry. You find some broken weapons. It seems like the person who used to live here might have been either a merchant or maybe an adventurer.
I definitely take to the jewelry and I start reaching around and trying to grab any bits and pieces that I, find enjoyable.
So there's some really, really pretty, there's gold jewelry. Though you can tell it's not great quality, but it looks nice. There's a couple of gemstones, inlaid into some rings that you find. You find these really intricate, wooden bangles. And the other thing that you find there is you find a lot of now kind of a little bit messed up, a little bit like moth-eaten. But the red, blue, and green sashes is seen inside. And with a 19 general perception here, you actually noticed what everyone else in your party did not. That is not a rug under that bed.
Oh.
You notice that do you move the bed? Or do you have some bed?
Trey, could I ask you to move this bed out of the way for me, please?
You want any help?
I think I've got it. And Trey's gonna try and eat the bed.
Don't throw it. Be careful.
Okay, just carefully pick up the bed and move it off the rug.
The rug, quote unquote.
So I can't move it off the map right now, but
Yeah.
Cassandra, what you're seeing is it looks like a strange, slightly raised platform that has rooms on the inside of it.
Ooh.
Anyone who is proficient in Arcana can roll an Arcana check. Right. So, both of you recognize that as a broken teleportation circle.
Oh. Lord.
Well, we've got ourselves a nice little treasure trove here. I'm thinking we leave this bedroom empty and none of us take it, especially with the teleportation scroll. We don't want to be intruding on someone else's room just to get to the attic. We can make this room a communal space, you know what I mean?
Can I take the bed?
You can take the bed.
You
You
can
can
have the
take
bed.
whatever you want. By
Okay.
all means. If that makes you happy.
Does the bed fit downstairs?
Enough that you can snap it in half and then just kind of throw it down the ladder and then continue.
Oh.
Okay,
Like it would be more broken if anything.
that's fine.
All right.
All right.
Oh, I was gonna say I take one of the gold necklaces that I had found, and I like walk over to Honora. I mean, I'm already next to Honora, and I say, I think this would look great with what you got going on.
Oh, thanks. That's really sweet of you. And she will take it.
Or you have one gold necklace. You can add that to your inventory.
Okay.
Cassandra, you essentially have a full jewelry box of jewelry. Now, there's one thing I need you to do before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
And that is move yourselves to what room you would like to have.
Okay. All right. I get the slop. I'm actually very okay with it because this is the room I wanted. So that's actually kind of perfect.
All right. So when the next time we play, I will make these a little bit more accurate based off of what you go shopping for. Speaking of, we're going to rewind all the way back to here. So, as you were here, what are we looking for? What are the 5 objects that you're going to be buying to make your house feel like a home?
If I may, Honora definitely wants a desk and a chair. And a bookcase.
A desk, a chair, and a bookcase. We can do that. And this is for her room, correct?
Yes, these will be for her room.
All right. Trey, how about you?
All right. So since I already have my uncomfortable bed, I have weights, candles, some kind of flogger to hang on the wall. And then I don't think Trey was looking for this, but he happened upon some kind of kid's toy, like a doll of a young girl, and found it intriguing and took it home. And then he just got more bananas as well.
Of course, as he should.
Sure, Trey, I want you to roll a 1d100 for me.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. And Cassandra?
So I was giving it some thought. I would prefer, and I don't know if this is necessarily like a possible option, but is there any access to a sound stone that I could get?
A sound stone?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, and this has come up in like before, but there was a it's an object where like you can like hit it. It's almost like an instrument where it makes like kind of like nature noises, but you can also use it to like mimic like other noises. If it's too like specific, then
One of those? So a sound stone?
yeah. A jewelry box for the newly acquired jewelry. Preferably made of wood. I know there's like non-wooden ones that exist, so figure out specify.
Or one made of stone, maybe even. Because druids just don't like metal.
Yeah.
The druids don't like metal covering like 85% of their body.
Yeah. I do like the jewelry though. It's very pretty. I think I'll go with like a tapestry of some sort. I nothing like maybe something that has like that doesn't have to be specifically this, but like something with like a naturey theme to it, like an aesthetic on it.
Okay.
And Honora, honestly speaking, will probably get a slightly smaller bed if that's an option.
You don't want a normal human double bed.
She needs more space for her books and her book. She got a bookcase and a desk, and that bed is too big to be able to fit in that space and make sense.
Alright.
So she probably just says that she would do like a little bit of a trade and just say like, yeah, I just want a bed like that's like the same like two-person style bed, just so I have room to like spread, but like maybe a little shorter. Cause I'm a little shorter.
We can do that.
Sweet.
Alright, so there are 2 more things for Cass, 1 more thing for Honora, and Trey, you're done. Trey knew exactly what Trey wanted.
I know we have like the little garden outside. Could I get some type of like in-house plant?
You can get some plants.
Yeah, like some plants.
The only other thing I can think of is a chest for like storing all of her like whenever she eventually works herself up to trying to make some potions and ingredients and stuff.
We could do that. All right. And one more for Cass, and if you want, I know that Honora was more than happy to randomly buy something for your room.
Yes.
I was thinking something that, okay, so would it, oh god, I guess it's like a weird question to ask, but is it a type of appropriation if I asked to use like a dream catcher type thing?
So it would not be called a dream catcher.
Yeah,
but
it would be
there
called something
are-
else. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I know
there
druids
are-
have like,
Yeah, the Circle of Dreams is really big. There's also there's a deity or two deities that are about dreams and nightmares that are in the setting. So we're not going. I don't know what it will be called, but we can see about putting something like that in there.
okay. Because, reasoning and character would be, like, at a young age, I kind of fell out of religion and kind of had to focus on other aspects of my life. But lately there's been some, just trying not to have nightmares as frequently or having to deal with negative energies.
Get a lot of food, and fish and whatnot that is given to you for free. And you do have access to these people if you would like to work with them again. But what would you like to do with the rest of your day?
After we get our stuff delivered,
Mm-hmm.
Honora wants to discover the rest of the city and probably, like, listen to the goings on. Like, kind of people watch, if that makes sense. Just, like, walk around and just listen and hear if there's anything interesting going on.
Right. Question. Are you going to be going back to the Silverwinds, let them know that you finished, or are you going to do this before you do it?
I think Honora would want to go back to the Silverwinds, because they also have, I forgot to mention this also, the thief also had something from, another group of people. I don't know if I have it written down who exactly, but there was, like, a specific, piece from that group that we were going to mention to the Silverwinds that was important and make sure it gets returned to them.
Uh-huh. You guys want to check your notes, see if you remember what that was?
I did not write down exactly what it was, unfortunately. I just wrote down that it happened.
Was this when we were there?
Yeah, it was after we killed the thief, after when we were running away. We found he had an orb or something for, I think it had something to do with, like, sun something, maybe? I cannot remember off the top of my head, unfortunately. I did not
Oh,
write
was
it down.
this when you were talking, was it Horatio?
Yeah, I was talking with Horatio.
Oh god.
Unfortunately, I am foolish.
I was gonna say, regardless of that, I was also planning on going back to the Silverwind because I actually wanted to ask around about something else that involves some stuff that happened before getting there. But that's neither here nor there. Trey, do you remember at all what we were gonna do?
No.
Yeah, because it was right after the combat, and at that point, I think I was like zooted a little bit.
Oh,
It was
good.
around midnight, so we were all kind of.
So it was a orb that you knew belonged to someone in the city, and it was someone of mild importance, likely a religious figure.
Okay.
Okay.
Or it needed to go to the Mage Guild. It is one of the two based off of what you are remembering.
Okay.
Something about the Mage Guild sounds familiar.
I mean,
think I
we-
remember it.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean we could always check like both places out and always see how that goes.
Yes.
Because we're gonna want to like you said, we're gonna want to explore the city. But yeah, definitely going back to the Silver Winds is my first priority.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think Trey specifically has much to do in town. Probably would go with the group.
Oh, you can put my aura away, by the way. It is no longer... I'm no longer sparkling.
Alright, give me a second. I'll take you off.
Thank you.
I opened up the wrong thing. Haha. I'm also not on the same page you guys are, so... I'm about to move you.
Fair.
So we do this. No. Can I take the... You don't have an aura.
Oh, there's a little circle around me.
They're light.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I confused myself.
It's okay. But you guys are heading back to the Silver Wind, right?
Yeah.
Yours.
Alright, let me move y'all back out. So, let me move y'all over. And swap some music around. A little bit more calming.
Zoom up a little bit. There we go. Oh,
Alright, I will turn it down.
I think it was just
There
that
we go.
initial noise.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold up before you
Oh.
go and open. So, as you approach, the normal sounds, it does take you a little bit to get here because,
First time in the city.
yeah, you guys get a little lost. But as you're walking, you do eventually spot the Faded Lady, aka Silverwind HQ, and you are free to enter. So if you feel free to click the button.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Nope, sorry. I just go underneath Cassandra's legs.
Used to it.
Not that short. Alright, as you enter, you see that Asai and Christina are kind of like just chatting. They're standing up. It seems like they were in the process of walking back to the bar. And when you walk in, they clock you and just... Oh, so you made it back. Did you have fun exploring the city a bit?
Yeah. Stop the thief and everything.
Depends how you explain what fun is, but yeah, I suppose it was pretty entertaining.
Well, that's good.
Try. I start snapping
Hey.
at him.
Yes.
Get over here.
Yes. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Looks over at you and there's no judgment there, actually. She looks a little sad. She looks over at you and kind of nods and just... Let's keep ourselves present, okay?
Right. Of course.
Nora just like pats his knee. Because that's what she can reach. Don't worry about it, buddy. It happens.
Not that short.
Well, like, she doesn't want to, like, go any higher.
How short are you?
You
like-
can hit his hips. Or his, like, waist.
Better
She'd
hit
rather
than
go for
mine.
the leg, to be honest. She'd rather just, like, tap the leg, you know?
But,
Is Trey wearing a shirt? I forget.
Yes.
Okay.
Trey is wearing chainmail armor.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a fight at the market, but nobody was hurt except the thief.
good?
I was hurt a little bit.
I was
Well-
also hurt.
Okay, we were hurt. No one was killed. Sorry, my bad. Important.
Cassandra, you're more than hurt a little bit,
Yeah.
actually.
I'm definitely speaking with grace.
When they realize, like, when they actually clock and realize that, like, you're as injured as you are, Christina kind of, like, motions you over and, like, forces you to sit down and, is gonna start patching you up a little bit. Roll a 3d4.
I got 6.
All right. So you can add 10 HP to your character.
Yippee. Okay. Navigating this, still trying to. Okay, back to the character thing.
So you can actually, when that circle pops up, you can write plus and then 10, and it'll automatically do it.
Oh.
Roll 20 is good for a couple things.
Couple. Not too much, though.
No, well, it does its job.
It does do its job. But, yeah, she patches you up a bit, and then Asai looks over at Trey, and she tosses you a small vial with red liquid in it.
He just kind of looks at it.
Drink
Is
it.
I'm fine, thank you, and he tosses it back.
She catches it and then immediately tosses it back to you.
Trey doesn't catch it this time.
Right before it's about to hit the floor, someone's mage hand grabs it because that is a very expensive item that they were throwing to you.
Trey, bud, we need you at your strongest. You know, got some stuff to do.
That's true.
Can't exactly be, you know, not feeling great when we're against another thief again in case that happens.
I feel great. Who says I'm not feeling great?
You may feel less great sleeping on that bed.
That bed was perfect. It was very uncomfortable.
You're supposed to be comfortable when you sleep, bud. How else do you sleep?
You sleep through the pain.
You know, I kind of get it.
Honora just looks really confused.
Anyways, so you are no longer bloodied, so that's good. But anyways, Nevi and Kat already headed out for the day. They're doing some stuff. But did you want a tour of the city?
Ooh. Tour
Yes,
sounds
please.
nice.
Sure. Would be nice to know our way around.
Pit! And there's a smaller halfling gnome man who is in the process of drinking his ale. And he looks up, just, no. And Christina smiles at him and just, yes. And he looks over at you all and just, fine. And Christina turns. Pit here will be the one taking you off on a little bit of a journey today. And Pit is this very grumpy looking person right here. He seemed to be dressed in leather armor with a couple daggers on his person. His hair is a little bit disheveled, and overall, he does not look like he's happy about this arrangement, but he'll do it anyways. Because that's his boss.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm. But before you guys head out, anything you needed from us?
No, I think we're good.
I was meaning to ask, and I look around, and I think about the Silverwind from memory that I had met, and I don't, like, do I see anyone that looks remotely like the one that I saw?
People who match the general vibe of that person, but they don't quite look like them.
Would I remember enough about them to maybe ask Christina or Asai or Pit? So I guess I'll ask Christina since I'm already next to her, and she's the one I have taken the most to, I guess, currently. So,
well, Sarah doesn't talk, so.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, not often.
I guess I could ask Pit while we're exploring the city. Probably makes better to talk while moving, and getting a look at the city. Although he doesn't want to, but I guess
doesn't.
I could save the time for the conversation for another time for now.
All right. Well, we're already in the process of seeing if there's any good jobs for you all while you're off exploring. Right now, there seems to be a couple, but there's nothing really like standing out. And if you look over, you do see that there's a little notice board that has like wanted posters, and it is filled. It is completely filled with stuff, but apparently not for you. But it's wanted posters and adventures for hire and help wanted and just all over. If you take a closer look, there's also like requests for items or some things that might even take you out of the city. Trade requests, a bunch of stuff. But as Christina looks over it, she kind of shakes her head and she's like, yeah, nothing that's quite there. But we're getting your badges and everything ready. And then once we find something for you, we'll send you out.
Christina.
Yes.
She kind of like looks around and makes sure no one's like really super paying attention. When we were at the market, we found like a couple things on the thief. And one of the merchants mentioned who it was, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it was a long walk back and we got lost a couple times and I forgot to write it down. Do you perhaps know where this might be from so we can return it? And she shows Christina the orb.
She'll pick it up and she'll turn it in her hands and just Alright, so this can be one of two people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not people, but one or two groups in the city. This is either going to go to the combination church of Palor and Lathander, or it's going to go to the Mage Guild. Do you know if that person was using more holy magic, or do you think that person was using... What describe that thief to me? Like, what were they trying to do?
Seems like it was doing more like magic, less holy magic. He was he conjured like the tiles to become a little construct. So maybe that might have been, I guess, the mage tower then. Guess that's probably where we'll start.
She like grimaces a bit. Maybe not today. It's a bit, how to say, there's been a little bit of chaos happening around there.
So we should wait till tomorrow?
Wait a couple days.
Couple days to return this?
Yeah. They'll be happy as long as they get it. Just, you don't want to be on the bad side of the headmaster over there.
Alright, waiting sounds good.
Do the Silverwinds, I would imagine, have a good relationship with the Mage Guild? They probably have to if they're going to be... Okay. So I assume saying that we're affiliated would not, you know, be a bad thing when we introduced ourselves.
No, not at all. It's, they're just a temperamental group sometimes. And when they're stressed out, they're more so.
Gotcha, so wait.
It doesn't help that there was a wild mage recently that got in there, and it's just you might have better chances talking to a potted plant right now than a person.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you for the warning, because that was probably going to be my next destination. So, probably best to wait that out then.
To the tour we go.
Oh. Alright, well, Pitt, they're all yours. And he goes, yes, thank you. I'm so happy. Follow me.
Come on, Pitt, we don't bite. I mean, Trey might bite, but we don't.
He does seem like a very strange one.
I think he still has his bananas. I think we're fine.
Interesting.
I don't not bite.
Just don't bite us.
Interesting. Anyways, let's go. And he leads you out onto the main map.
Ooh.
Very big.
Ooh, very nice.
Now, I will say...
Let me just zoom way out.
Yeah. I made this, by hand. Like, I made this map.
I'm trying to, like... God damn. There. Good enough.
It's a very, very big map. Sorry about that. But you can zoom in and look around. So as he's walking around, you are starting here.
Okay.
At the Silverwind HQ.
Yep.
Alright.
Party house. Sorry.
As you are there, he takes a step out and he looks. So, over in this way, we got the Merchant District. You're probably familiar with that. You buy shit there. That's it. There's a bunch of shops. There's some fancy places, a couple brothels, I guess. If you're into that. Lots of bars. But in terms of landmarks, to really find your way around, he kind of points behind himself. Those are the three guardians. He points towards the three windmills. That's where a lot of the grain is milled up, actually. It's also apparently one of them's connected to the Mage Guild. Not really sure how, but apparently that's a thing.
So why is it called the Three Guardians?
So the reason it's called the Three Guardians is because back during the New Age of Chaos, some 15 years ago, whatever. They channeled a bunch of magic through the windmills, and apparently it shielded the entire town from a fireball, I think, or it was like a meteor shower or something. Well, not the whole town. The ruins up top. So if you scroll all the way up past Murkwater, the ruins all the way up on the north side of town, they were outside of the bubble. But let's go through the merchant district, and I can tell you a bit about some of the places around. And he takes you first to place number 4. So this here is the Red Lady's coin purse. It's newer temple, dedicated to the Red Lady, but not Sune, as you might think. No, it's the other one. Anabria. She's commerce and greed and all the other fun stuff. That's her church. They are also partially working with the Church of Tyr, who's a mercenary crew that is they're the current people running town. They're in charge of taxation. Then he kind of loops around to 13, and it's like, that here's the House of Hammers. If you were a dwarf, that's where your pantheon would be. It has literally everything. If you ever want a good craftsman, honestly, go in there and asking. You'll find some pretty interesting folks. Good armor, I guess. Not so much. There's a couple interesting places I could show you later. If you follow the road down south a bit, you'll get to Redwind Vineyard. If you like wine, that's the place for you. They're one of the major money makers in town, Down in Delthor, they have, your nobles. This is the equivalent.
Yeah, typical rich people, right?
They're definitely up there, but I will say they're not terrible people.
That's nice.
But they know how to make a good profit, is all I'm saying, and good wine. Really close to that, at place number 3, that's gonna be the Our Lady of Ravens Church. If you die, you're probably gonna end up there. Graveyard's right next to it. Sometimes we get jobs in case there's random undead issues. Sometimes we get a necromancer who decides it's gonna be funny to piss off the Ravenites. We usually lend some help there because they helped during the war. A little bit down the road, you have that combination Lathander and Palor. Although it's not, most people don't really know that Palor is also worshipped there. Oops. But it is where they are. Giant thing looks like a giant sun. Kind of makes sense, right?
Sure.
Let's see. And this entire time, he's walking you to these places. So at this point, you are here. This is also where the refugees start to pop up. And he points down this road. Down that way is Abyss Runner Road. When people were running from the demons and everything from the last stage, they ended up there. So all them tents, that's mainly from them. Any questions so far?
Nothing in particular.
There's 2 5s on the map. I think one of them's supposed to be 6.
Yeah. Where's the other 5?
There's
It
the one all the
is
way on the right,
here.
and then there's
just left of
Okay.
Murkwater, and yeah, here.
Thank you for catching that. I was trying to change that yesterday, and no, that is supposed to be 6.
Gotcha.
Heard.
I was like, that's where I thought we were, but it said 5.
Alright.
Right on.
So if we're gonna cross this bridge now. He crosses with you. This is a little bit of a different area. Local Thieves Guild is here. If you're into that,
Can you ping it one more time? I'm sorry.
I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
So the local Thieves Guild is... Where the hell did I put it? So the local Thieves Guild is right here.
Wait.
There it is. Okay.
Oh.
So that's where the local Thieves Guild is. And you got a couple of you got the House of Joy and Luck. It's a combination Lyra and Tora temple. It's also a good gambling hub, so if you want to waste your money, you can go there.
Gamba.
But they are the most honest gambling places that you can go to because Tamora being the god of luck, it would be pretty bad.
If there wasn't luck.
Yeah, right next to us, the Temple of Fate and Time, combination Bayan and Avandra. If you were a Chronomancer, you'd like that place. If you really like Fate, that's also a place you might like. Though, apparently there's been some weird stuff happening there. I'm not really sure. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
Not my purview. We had a cleric come by recently, who joined us, who was from that temple. It was a little bit weird though, because I don't know, just a whole lot of weird stuff. That, if you go up through the gates here, you'll end up in the area around the House of Tyr, or rather House of Justice, which is run by Tyr, and you'll find yourselves being met with not only the mages guild, which is in there, but you'll also be met with our lovely overlords, the Corbett forgot the name. Hold on. I had all my notes.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Well, thank you.
The title shields. There we
You're
go.
welcome.
But yeah, the title shields, which are the people who run this place. Go further, you got Murkwater. That's the shantytown, really. Bit of the slums. I wouldn't go there, personally, but unless you need to. And right next to it, you got the Court of Outsiders. That's where you're going to find deities that aren't very much welcome in the main city, or just are a little bit out there or came in late. Kind of a weird one. Like Bahamut's out there. The Wild Mother's Court is out there. So all the elven deities. Ariete, which honestly is a damn shame. The entirety of the two things from the Devaxi Pantheon. Asmodeus, Garagos, who's like all about pillage and murder. Yeah, they're all over there. If you want to go hang out with a bunch of weirdos. You got the ruins, as he kind of takes you to here and then doesn't go further. You got the ruins up there. This number 2 is Seeing Queen's Tower. You want to be very nice to the Umberly worshippers here. They are the only thing stopping Umberly from absolutely decimating this town, just so you are aware, because we get some seriously bad storms from time to time. That and the Church of Storm and Fury, you want them to be your best friends if you're ever on the water. So definitely get on their good side. And the Circle of the Tide's up through the woods there, but it takes a bit to get there. So for the Druidy folks, that's the local circle.
Cool.
Alright. And it leads you all the way back down. And across, and just... Then we got the Temple of Tusk, so half-orcs and everything. That's the Orc Pantheon. You know, we have a lot of people from the islands of... My brain is failing me. Rook, there we go. So we get a lot orcs and half-orcs here. So of course they're gonna have a good temple. This is the more rich part of town, so
Oh yeah, we
Haventide
bought a house
Point.
over there. Just points towards it.
Ah, well, that's nice. Didn't take you as a bunch of rich people.
Well, you know, they gave us money. I figured house.
Yeah, but most of these don't go for the amount of money they gave you. Most of these houses go for several platinum each.
Oh, we lucked out.
Did
Maybe.
Yes, trust me, we lucked out.
we?
You know, one of those little platinum pieces, multiple of those are like one of these houses. We bought it for half a platinum.
Yeah, but something tells me there's got to be a reason this place is so cheap.
I won't worry about it. House is a house. Oh, and speaking of Pit, what kind of treats do you like?
Pardon?
Well, my pa is a baker, so if you tell me which kind of treats you like baked goods, I can probably make you something for all your trouble.
Bread.
Can you say that one more time?
Bread.
Alright, sounds good. I'll make you some bread.
Rolls his eyes. Anyway, Torch? Oh god, your accent.
Torch.
Church
Sorry.
of Storm and Fury is down this way. Delmore and Talus definitely don't want to let that. There's Starbird Light. There's the other richest person in this goddamn town, owns his own private fucking island. That's Lord Irvo. Man is loaded. So there's that. Honestly, and this is one that he points out. That's Steam Room, which is right next to the church to Sune. She's all about like the beautiful things. But Steam Room are the hot springs that you can pay a couple gold to go into and really just reset yourself a little bit. Oh, and as he's walking you back, that's the Church Magic and Lore over at number 7. That's for Agua and Mistra, so if you're a nerd, you go there.
Honora nods and looks very excited.
And that's it. I don't think there's anything else you need to know. I can show you a couple bars. Like there's the this Pansy's Delight, which is this little one right here. So Pansy's. They got a really nice how do I word this? They have a really nice flower shop built into their inn. It's kind of nice. And that's really all I think you need to know. Any questions?
Which place is your favorite bar?
The one you found me in.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Now that we've done like our walking around mostly, I was gonna ask about the silver one that I had met. I never received a name.
My bad. It's the man's, right?
Hold on. Oh,
That's what we went with?
hold on, my headset like died for a moment. There we go. Okay, we're
It's all
good.
good?
Yeah, should be fine now. But like literally right after I finished talking, it cut, and I was like, oh no.
If I remember right, it was the man, right? Is what we went with?
Yes. I can go back to my. Yeah. I was never. I don't think I got a description of the person. But I do remember discussing it was a male. What was that?
I think I sent you a picture.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Cause I was looking at my bio in the fucking character sheet.
Okay.
But yeah, I believe so. But if you have like the general description, or you could resend it, that would be appreciated. If not, I can.
Sure, let me go look for him, because I know he's on here.
Okie dokie. Oh my god, another bot message is crazy on Discord.
Why are there
It's
so
getting ready.
many?
I don't know. It's probably because I stream a lot and I get a lot of like random bots joining my Discord just to send me messages or adding me through that. He's fine though. We're good.
So, it was the blonde one, is what you can vaguely imagine, I believe. So, forward this to you. Then forward this to you. What? Discord! Discord! There we go.
Forward it to me!
But yeah.
Yep. Okay, I remember we talked about, yeah.
And it was the bottom one, right? That you had the idea for?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He's fine. Okay. So I do have a name.
Mhm.
Okay. So Pitt, are you familiar with Leonardo?
Which one?
Pretty muscly guy, got an eye patch, some like medium length blonde hair, really, really handsome.
Alright, alright, Leo? Yeah, I know him. What's it to you?
Well, back before I showed any interest in becoming a mercenary, he had actually saved me from a group of bandits, and I wanted to show my appreciation.
Leo's currently on a job, but I'm sure you'll run into him eventually.
Sounds good to me.
Where'd you meet him?
I met him actually while shopping for some people I know, and I may or may not have been attacked by a group of bandits, and the people I was with may have ran away from me, leaving me to die, but I got out alive.
That sounds like something Leo would get himself into. Yeah, no, right now he's, I think escorting a caravan. So it's gonna be some time before he comes back. If he comes back, he sometimes just fucks off for months and months at a time, and Christina has to like drag his ass back. Honestly, the fact that those two are cousins, awful.
Oh, no wonder I took to her so quickly.
Yeah, no, they're fucking awful. I hate them so much.
Awful? That's a good word for it.
Annoying. But
Cass is very clearly, kind of like lost in thought, almost just thinking about them.
well,
So,
anyways, what?
oh, I don't mean that. If you had things to,
Just what is it? Go.
I was just, wondering how long you've been here. Doing this whole
5 years.
thing.
I believe your mic cut off.
Yeah, it did. Alex, I couldn't hear you.
Corvid.
Corvid.
Or Corbett. I'm really smart.
No.
There we go.
Never
No.
said anything. There you are. Hi, Corbin. Sorry.
I'm sitting here like snapping in front of my mic, like hello.
No, okay, you're back. That's all that matters. Hello.
Well, 5 years.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. What's it been like,
It's mercenaries. You win some, you lose some.
How many of you
People
lost?
Enough that it matters,
Oh,
but
okay.
enough that you understand. You just gotta pick yourself up and keep going.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Thanks for taking us around the city. It was very nice, even if you didn't want to do it. I appreciate it.
It's understood that I would rather be anywhere else. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if there's anywhere else you guys want to go. Is there anywhere you want me to take you?
Where are we currently again?
He's probably stopped you, like, near the Pansy's Delight.
Okay. I mean, for now, what time in the day is it? Do you think it's still like early-ish or?
Close to like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Around dinner time.
If they haven't closed yet, any good bookstores or you know, just like antique stores, even just anything old or cool.
There's the Foggy Memory.
The foggy what?
Foggy Memory.
The foggy memory. Oh, I'm familiar with those.
I mean, after a good drink, yeah, I get that. But, run by a witch, actually. She, nice lady. But she leads you, and it's right here, is where it is. But it's not that big house. It's like this weird house that's kind of like in between that. So that's where the Foggy Memory is. Yeah, no, it's probably open, but kind of temperamental. She might not be open. She has weird hours. Or she might be working with a client, which is also a big deal.
I have a I guess it'd be like a god-related question. Because Pelor is the god of the sun, right? That's the sun and fire. Yeah. Does Pelor's like followers have a good relationship with the the moon and witch followers?
They're not like super close, but they're not enemies.
Okay. I was just curious.
Alan?
Hello?
Hi. Yes? Oh no, not again. Hello?
No, you're good. Your
Okay.
mic has been cutting out like pretty frequently to the point where I have to question if I heard you say something.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly lower this down so it's closer to my face. Is that better?
Yeah,
be.
seems good for now, yeah.
Okay. I have to awkwardly duck now to see my map, but that's okay. Maybe I can turn it this way more? Oh my god, wait, I think this is working. I think this is... I can't actually turn it that way. I forgot my cord's not long enough.
Oh no.
It's okay. This is fine.
Yeah. It's still
you
only
guys can
session
still hear
2,
me.
so we got plenty of time to figure these things out.
Yeah. It's half the fun.
Honestly, I need to redo my setup anyways. But... Yeah, alright. Well, that's Foggy Memory. It's run by a witch. I think it's... Mom. He's
Huh?
thinking...
Oh.
And he just...
Yep.
Mori? Mama
Oh.
Mori?
Is Discord fucking up for everybody, or?
Yeah, I didn't hear a lot of what was just
Uh-oh.
said.
Yeah, it was a little hard for me too. I'm sorry.
Is it better?
All I heard was Mama Mori.
Yeah.
Well, was
Baba Booey.
was it literally? Was it like the
No, there was a very long pause.
Yeah, there was an
Yeah.
an uncomfortably long pause.
I saw your like little guy move on stream, Corbin, and like just no sound. And I said, that doesn't seem like that's supposed to happen.
It was like, And then a long pause, and then I'm Amori.
At least we got the important part, which is Mama Mori.
Yes.
He had a really hard time remembering it, and he's just like, I think that's what it's called.
Okay, well, he
I
was
might be
drinking
wrong,
when we
though.
found him.
It's true.
But yeah, Froggy Memory, it's looking at the thing. It does look like it's closed for now.
Rats.
She only pulls that blind closed when she doesn't want to be bothered. She's a nice lady, though.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. I think that's really all I could think of. Yeah. Thanks for all the help.
Or do you think you guys can head back by yourselves?
Yeah, we can probably get there.
Alright. Before we head back, I do want to show you one thing. If you scroll down, underneath, I keep accidentally forgetting to remove this. There seems to be a wooden plank thing to your right. Off the map.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing, yes.
Yeah. It just looks like a thing with a bunch of random papers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as you're going back, you do see that there does seem to be one job that Christina's looking at. Kind of mumbling to herself, like, oh, this might be a good one. And I forgot to change the music and you guys didn't tell me.
Oh.
I didn't notice either.
Yeah, Romanza's only 4 when you're actually in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what's actually happening. But you see that there is an Adventurers Wanted. It's pest control over at the Red Wind Vineyard. In the job, what you get is 3 bottles of wine.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you guys could technically do this one. We'll come back tomorrow, see if maybe there's something better.
Yeah, I feel like pest control just to get some wine doesn't seem like the best trade, but I know it's Red Wind wine, which from what we were told is pretty good quality stuff. So it really
Job's
depends
a
on
job.
what y'all are into.
Job's a job. Might as well start somewhere.
I like to drink.
Hey, we're gonna get along like a house on fire. If you can get the damn thing to talk to you.
He seemed pretty talkative when he was giving us the tour.
Because I gave him a job.
That's fair.
But yeah, if you guys, I'll give you the rest of the night off. You guys want to head home?
Alright.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. You head home.
Yup.
All of your stuff is there, and you have a very normal, relatively peaceful night.
Nice.
That.
Hello?
1 second. Did it do it again?
No, you're
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
good.
The music is a vibe.
Need everyone but Cassandra to deafen. The night begins, and you find yourself floating.
Oh. Hello? Is anybody there?
You're speaking. You begin to slowly but surely feel the presence that you are being watched.
Whoever's there, I can feel you. Hello. Show yourself.
Can you? And realize you're floating in the stars themselves, looking down at universes upon universes upon universes. Your scales are lighting up, pulsing with a heat that is a feeling you've never felt before. And as you look out into this endless sky, what are you doing now?
Just trying to take it all in. Staring around, turning everywhere I can go. Like, am I freely able to move, or am I kind of just, like, stuck?
You're kind of stuck there.
I try to take in a deep breath.
Breathe.
I give out a semi-exasperated sigh, and I just ask again, why am I here?
Star Child.
Sorry, your mic did the thing again.
Star Child.
Star Child. Star Child. I look at my scales. I look back up. What is this supposed to mean?
There's an explosion far off in the distance as you see a star die. And you see a black hole form.
Whoa. That's, some pretty intense stuff. Is this supposed to represent something?
Not ready yet.
Yet. What am I supposed to
And you
do?
wake up with a cold sweat.
So coming out of her sleep, I'm immediately, as you said, cold sweat, just like shaking. I once again taken a deep breath, and I look around, seeing I'm in my home, and I sigh of relief wave of like exhaustion hits me again, almost as if I didn't sleep at all. And I just kind of get up out of bed and make my way down to the first floor into the kitchen area, and I just try to like splash some water on my face in the sink, and then maybe make myself something to eat.
Or oh, I should probably let the others know that
Do
they
you want
can
to just
come back.
type unmute in the chat?
Yeah.
Hello.
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 Right. The next morning, you wake up as normal. Although, Trey, you dreamt of a beautiful voice singing.
Oh. Oh.
And Honora, you slept just fine.
Yep.
Hmm.
She's gonna go to the kitchen and make some bread.
All right.
So long rest, yes.
Yes, long rest.
Huzzah.
And I would like you to describe what you're doing when you see Cassandra just down there looking a little bit worse for wear, but seemingly pushing forward.
Hey.
Are we? I was gonna say, are we still gonna stay on the map page, or were we supposed to be moved?
Oh, I can move you.
Okay. So I'm now here.
And you're full HP too, which is nice.
Oh yeah, is there like a specific button to do like the?
Yeah, on your character
Yeah.
sheet, there's a long rest button on the
Okay.
right side under your characteristics.
Under my characteristics. Oh, there it is. Okay, because I just put my health back to what I had it capped at. There we go. Okay, so as Honora makes her way into the kitchen area with me, I almost jump a little bit at the sound of someone entering the room. But I turn back, smile on my face, and say, "How was your morning? How was your sleep?"
I slept just fine. How you doing? You don't look like you slept too good. Not always easy having a new place to sleep in.
Yeah. Uh. Tends to happen.
Yeah? You get a nightmare or something? Or you just didn't sleep good? And she just, while she's talking to Cassandra, she's like just starting to grab a bunch of like baking ingredients over, and it's just like fucking with the counter and starting to bake.
What do you know about the stars?
Well, I'd like to think I know a lot. What do you, well, I mean, to be fair, the stars are incredibly vast, and there's only so much we know about space in general, but, and she's just rambling for a little bit, and then when she's done with this whole, like, speech about, you know, the cosmos being an endless void, and yada yada, she just turns to me like, why? What about it?
I think about what had happened overnight, and I pause and I say, nothing specifically. Was just curious. Anyway, where's Trey?
I don't know, haven't seen them come out from their room yet, so they're probably still asleep.
Yeah, so cut to Trey. Trey's back in his room and he is casting a spell of Detect Magic now that he has some spells back. He wants to kind of, as he's walking through the house, just keep that spell up. See if there's anything that he can detect. And I will post that spell here for your convenience.
Word. I will say when Honora is done with all of the ingredients and like putting it in the oven, when she like puts the bread in the oven,
To
she, like...
pause you?
Yeah.
Because before Trey even left his room,
Mm.
something lit up.
What?
Trey, the doll that you picked up yesterday lights up with enchantment magic.
Interesting. I pick it up, I guess, and like try to inspect it, see if I can figure anything else out about it.
Just a doll.
Okay, I just toss it back and continue my search through the house.
Alright.
And
When you pass over the crack, you get evocation and conjuration magic. In everyone's rooms, it's pretty normal if you go in there.
okay,
Upstairs, there's a little bit of latent conjuration magic from the teleportation circle.
Mhm.
But for the most part, not a lot of magic yet.
Okay.
I
What
will
crack
say-
was giving evocation?
It's the old teleportation
weird-
circle, right?
No.
Okay.
There's a crack in the floor in your main area in here.
Can you ping it?
Sure, it's not actually on the map.
I know, but approximately
Come on.
there. Okay. And you said it was what? Evocation and...
Evocation and conjuration. It is. You know that it gave off heat, and I believe last time you were here, you realized that there was a volcanic tube that ran under your house, and that there's a good chance that you have a natural, like, water system full of hot spring water under your house.
Oh.
I will say that once Honora puts the bread into the oven, Treyek would probably start to feel different magic because she's probably changed course while she's waiting for the bread to bake because she casts that.
I think Treyek probably doesn't understand exactly what the magic he's finding is, but with this one, he's like, there's a magic in the floor, and he starts like trying to rip out tiles to get to it.
I was thinking about something. I was thinking this session so far has been bed break, bread bake, breath take.
What a beautiful synopsis. Someone write that down.
That's what you
Me?
title this episode on YouTube.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Is anyone gonna
Alright.
stop Treyek from ripping apart the floor?
Honora's
Does
fucking
anyone?
busy. Honora is in the middle of something and probably, like, stops mid-cast hearing tile being ripped up. Oh,
For-
whoa!
Hello?
That is our floor!
That is
There's
a cat.
magic down here.
Yeah, that's my son.
Hello.
Flies in after and just kind of lands on the ground. Curling around your legs. Very much getting in the way as you're trying to walk.
Yep. I love my real actual cat. What's so funny is he's giving me the exact same expression right now.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, try. You continue to pull up a couple tiles. And you start to see a red glow pulsing just slightly.
I stab it with my sword.
No. Anora would be yelling.
I'm watching in awe.
Should I roll an attack roll?
Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, while this is happening, just imagine Anora is trying and failing to stop Trey. I
don't know why I rolled that with advantage. The 16.
I will be right back.
So I need to pull something up. Okay. Hold on.
Oh no, what did I do?
Hold on.
Stupid, dumb idiot.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
I'm talking about Trey.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's okay. He's just doing what comes naturally to him.
I'm like watching extremely cautiously.
Hold on, I'm looking for something. Because I didn't have this ready. Because why would you stab the floor? I said to myself, there's no reason for it. Hold on, okay. That's not it. Okay, come here. Hello. Give? Yes. And... Okay. Don't want vulnerabilities, you fool. I want the thing that they can do. I'm sorry, I'm like struggling with what I'm doing here.
No worries.
That's perfect, because I just got back. Did I miss anything?
No, Corv is still trying to figure out what happens after Trey stabs this thing.
That's very fair.
Would this kill you? Hold on. Second, guys. Would this kill you? You have 3 level 3 characters, and then you have this.
Can I at least like try to stop Trey?
I mean, I have
It is too late.
I think I have a response depending on what the hell's about to happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is just slightly too late. You would have had to have said something a little bit earlier.
I mean, I did try to like say words, and I did want to interject. I was also just being spoken to, so I unfortunately could not.
Well, what's about to happen? I is what I'm
Can I
trying to
roll
say.
a saving throw of some sort to not die?
Kill you. That's not. Hold on.
I'll say I do have an instantaneous depending on what it is to react to this, but
Honestly, this might be a little better.
Jesus.
Sorry, that's me moving something out of the way so I can see. So Trey, you stab it, and there is a large cracking noise. And then a lot of heat. Like a lot
Okay.
of heat all of a sudden. And you're going to take 1d6 fire damage.
Okay. You want me to roll it?
And yes. Because I'm still grabbing stuff.
Okay.
Save image. Save. I hope this loads correctly. Will this work? Is this gonna work? It is gonna work. Oh, it's not that big.
Yes, you stab the floor and then the dragon talisman appears.
Nora
it's
is
not-
beating Trey with a stick.
Hold on, there's more. Let me finish. There's one more thing I need to add. So first, what slithers out from the hole, is a large. No, it's medium. It's about the size of Cass. But it comes out in a blaze of fire, as it's a snake-like creature, that breathes out a flame with each intake of breath as it looks around you. And as that's happening, another creature pops up in the same moment. That's not helping. Still not helping. Yes. A similar creature actually comes up as well. And it's gonna be too big again.
Oh.
Yes. And they both curl around each other and hiss in Trey's direction. As we need to roll initiative.
Don't get it twisted. This is really funny. I'm very entertained, but Nora is so fucking annoyed right now.
So these are both the same entity? Like they're both the same type of
Nope,
creature?
they're separate.
No, I'm saying they're both
Well,
the same
they're-
type. Yeah.
Yeah, both same type of creature, just not the same creature.
Okay.
I will say, that I need to very quickly. I'm gonna be having to roll everything just manually, because again, I don't have this prepped. Because again, I was like, it'll be fine.
Live Trey reaction.
I can't. It's so funny, actually.
This is. I mean, they were just living in our house anyway. We were probably gonna do this eventually.
I mean,
They were
they were
actually-
providing our heated water, I think.
Yeah.
They were basically serving as a boiler for the house. Is
No.
No?
No, they were just living there.
Okay, never mind. I thought they were doing something else.
How
I
do
thought there was a point to them being in the house.
How do I roll for advantage on my little guy? Oh, there it is. Let's go, Stardust!
5.
So, bad turn. So
Stardust
you
immediately
each have-
fucking dies.
It's okay. It's a familiar.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's gonna go first. So it's a 20, and this is actually, Trey, what's your dexterity?
My dexterity is 13.
Unfortunately, it is still going first, so.
That's fine.
Alright, so we do this, and we
In a
move
way,
that.
I kind of just went.
You sure did.
And they will go.
I will say, you guys do get a surprise round because... Ow. And we're gonna just do this one.
Ooh, funky.
Turn Cass. These snake-like creatures suddenly shoot up from the floor and are very much about to attack Trey.
I have a quirky little idea that I want to try.
Okay.
I'm going to... Where is it?
Ooh,
This
that
is
might
good.
have actually gotten a lot louder for some reason.
Currently I'm fine with it. I think we're good. So, hold on. I should reread it. So I'm going to cast Create Water over them.
Okay.
And just splash them with a bunch of water.
Give me 1 second. I gotta check. Okay, so that's a gallon of water that you drop on its head. Or both of their heads. So, you can roll 1d6 damage.
Okay.
Alright, that is 5 damage to the fiery snake creature, or it's a fire snake elemental.
Mm-hmm.
And it immediately whips its head in your direction, and it has a new target.
Luckily, there's a couple people involved, like a person and a familiar.
Lovingly, that cat is not staying there.
I know.
Honora.
Okay.
I'm just trying to do as much as I can without hurting the house.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Honora is unfortunately quite angry at Trey, but doesn't want Trey to perish, so moves right here. Bonus action, Star uses the shielding that she has. As the bonus action, which I will send to the GM specifically. So she does that. And then is going to cast Mind Sliver.
Alright.
Mind slither.
So you... Okay. You drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature you can see within range. I was going to say that you're in melee, so you might not want to be casting a spell.
It's either that or a stick, so...
Alright, well it is going to get an opportunity attack on you, which is why I was...
Yep, she's living and learning.
Yep, she's living and learning, okay. Alright, so... It is
She would
going...
technically... Mind Sliver, she would have technically gotten advantage because of flanking.
No,
No? Oh, cause spell.
Spell.
You're right.
it's a spell.
It's a spell. And
All right.
so you
So
said melee.
it's going to make an attack on you. So that's going to be a so sure 1d20 plus 3. That's a miss.
Boggers.
Sweet. And she does also still have the other thing anyway, so it is okay.
All right.
Oh,
Speaking
it,
of,
never mind.
All right. Well, what it's going to do is it's going to immediately dart this way towards Cassandra.
Isn't
Isn't
Trey
this
get
still
an
our
opportunity?
surprise round?
Oh yeah, this is a surprise round.
You're
Yeah.
right. Surprise round. You're correct. Stardust.
So this cat was born literally about 5 minutes
A
ago.
minute ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this cat's gonna not fuck with this.
What?
Okay.
At first. Well, just looking at their stats. Yeah, no, fuck it. They ball. They, at first are like, oh shit, what the fuck? Because they didn't expect it to jump out either. And then just come and join Treyek and are going to, use their claw attack. Where is the claws? There, the claw.
The claw.
Ah, claw.
All
Batting,
right.
batting 100 Stardust.
All right. That is a miss.
Tried.
So.
By the way, also, since, it was, does the turn still count? Because if so, this should take damage.
Oh. Where's the damage? So. It is 3
7 damage.
plus 7. Okay.
Okay.
All right. It is actually bloodied.
Nice.
Oh.
All right. Trey.
Okay. Trey is going to use his action to don his shield because he didn't have it out. And then
I have a question.
what's that?
You're in your house.
Yeah.
Were you fully ready to be combat ready in your house?
Yeah. Trey wouldn't have left his room without being equipped.
Okay.
That sounds pretty. Yeah.
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 Trey.
So yeah, dons the shield because he had his sword ready to stab the thing too.
That is true.
Mhm.
Yep.
The sword, because it's Trey.
Yeah.
So one sec, I gotta look at if there's any bonus actions I want to use right now.
I will say, Cass, you're next up. Make sure your turn is prepped. Same thing, Twy.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
want to be very.
No, I'm
cautious.
just that's yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna pass turn.
I've had my my turn ready. So I this was a 2-turn setup I was aiming for to see if it would work out, and I'm just trying things.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, the new round. So this thing actually would have gotten its turn.
Oh yeah, you can do that
Yeah.
before I bring my shield out then.
Yeah. So it's going to make 2 attacks on you. It's going to make a bite attack and a hail attack.
Okay.
So
I fuck with this music heavy.
So it's really good, yeah.
I like that fucking SpongeBob ass horn that plays on occasion.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Alright, so that is. Oh, wait, it would have moved. I'm sorry. So. Honora and Trey, you both could have gotten an attack of opportunity there if you wanted.
Okay. Yeah, I will use my long sword.
Ooh.
That is a hit. But as you're hitting it, you realize that's not doing as much damage as you would think.
Hmm.
It just kind of like passes through the water very loosely. Does a 14 hit you?
A 14 does not.
Okay. And then, oh, you do take 1d6 fire damage. Or cold damage. So you take 1 point of cold damage, as when you hit it, it gets reflected back at you.
Sure.
Okay, and then this tail attack, with advantage, is a complete miss. It can't hit Trey. They want to hit Trey, but they cannot hit Trey. Trey.
So this would be the donning of the shield, correct?
Yeah, this is the donning of the shield now, and then that's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Cast.
As it's still in my vision, I see the one that's more heavily injured, the red one. It's still covered in that water that I dropped on it a moment ago. I'm actually gonna test something out here. I'm gonna use shape water and freeze that water.
Druid spell for you, right?
What was that?
Is this a druid spell for you?
Yes.
Roll a magic test with your wisdom.
Okay. Let me see. I gotta go back to the. So just do a wisdom roll. Oh, that was a.
Right.
Oop.
I want you to roll 2d6.
Okay.
Right, that is 8 damage to this. This thing is not looking good. And it is pissed. Honora, it's coming for you. Honora. Cassandra, it's coming for you.
Bet.
Okay, that'll be a total of dead on him. Let me make sure it's the right amount of damage though, because it is damage, so I have to do the d12 instead. So that would go on to the snake, the fire snake.
Are going to take 5 damage. And while that does kill it, I have some bad news for you and Trey. And Stardust.
Explosion.
I need all of you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, that's an 11.
Hmm.
That is a fail and a fail.
Yeah, that's Honora. And where the fuck did I just had his sheet? There it is. If it'll load.
Oh. Jesus.
Stardust said
Cat
no.
might actually survive. But
Hold on. I have favored by the gods. If I miss a saving throw, I can roll 2d4 and add it to the total.
Ooh.
so because I rolled before you told me,
That's fine.
it's also just 6 damage. I rolled
Yeah.
honestly really terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at the
No
1, 2, 3. I was like,
worries.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
I
also
gotta
take
remember to be
damage.
quicker with that stuff.
You're all good. It happens.
It's all good. It happens.
Yep.
Stardust has 3 HP right now.
Oof.
I'm trying so hard to not destroy our home.
There's a
Hey.
nice big charred spot on the ground now.
Yeah.
Around this hole. But it is deceased.
That's good.
So we do this, and I'm gonna put this on the map layer so that we know where it is.
Technically, would you count that as my end of turn?
Yeah.
Okay, because I would have said the at the end of the turn, the special thing would have still been. It doesn't matter, so it's fine. But like I was saying,
Killed it
like,
with Toll the Dead.
yeah.
Dong.
I was just saying,
Okay,
like,
anyways.
it is fine.
Nope.
Never mind.
We're moving on. So, so Trey, you take a little bit of damage, you take a little bit of damage. Before we get to Cass, you do see when it dies and explodes like that, a little shard of a red crystal drops to the ground. It almost falls back into the hole, actually, but it doesn't. Cass.
Yes?
Wait,
No.
didn't you just have your turn?
Yeah, it should be
Yeah,
Stardust.
Stardust.
Stardust is still kicking, so Stardust is gonna kick and miss pretty bad.
Fucking God, Stardust, you're pathetic.
Hey, Stardust is doing her best, or their best, whatever. It's fine.
Alright, this is going to attempt to hit you again. It's probably going to miss.
No.
It didn't. So that's a 21 to hit on Trey, and a 5. So you're going to take 4 piercing damage and 3 cold damage as its teeth latch into you, right through your armor.
It hurts so good.
Oh.
I hated that.
Nobody liked that.
I didn't
But
mind it.
Trey, it's your turn.
Yeah, so Trey's gonna swing around now to the other one, the one that ducked behind me, with my sword. So let's roll, roll for that. 12 probably misses.
12 does miss.
Okay, and that's it.
Okay, Cass.
Trying to still figure out exactly what I want to go for. The crystal that fell onto the ground, do I spot it? Like, do I know it's there?
Oh, go through?
I didn't hear anything.
No. Sorry.
Yes, you do see it's there.
Okay. Okay, I'll ignore that for now. I think so. The one that's still alive, it's like very clearly like icy. You said, or is it like?
It's like water and icy.
Okay.
Like when you hit it, it turns into ice.
Okay. I'm actually going to once again use the let me see. Trying to make sure I can do this. Okay, so I can use Okay, I can only freeze it. I can't heat it up. In that case, I think I'll just go for an acid splash onto it. I'm gonna make my way. Oh, let me move myself. I'm gonna make my way over here. I guess I'll go here, and then I'll go for an acid splash on it. Yeah, one at 60 feet range. Hurl a bubble of acid. Choose one creature. Okay. There's a way to like send the? Is it clicking on the eye? Is that what sends it to the?
On the spell.
On the spell. Okay. Cast at 1 level. Maybe.
Or on the text bubble.
Oh, wait, what?
If you're casting the spell, just hit cast at first level.
Oh, okay.
Okay, is that what you're...
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Does look like you haven't set up your spells fully. But, alright, dexterity saving throw. Wrong thing?
Yeah, I think I mentioned this before, but like I literally have, up until this campaign, I've never touched Roll20. So,
It's all good.
yeah.
Does a 13... Oh, it does.
Yeah, spell save 11.
Are you sure your spell saves 11?
You see, we did this before. I'm not really sure if I was doing anything wrong.
No, it's okay. Let me check.
It shouldn't be.
Hold on. Let me check. Nope, you're good.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause-
I'm just not used to being low level. It does pass. Is that a cantrip?
that is a cantrip, yes.
Alright, so it seems to almost absorb the acid as it hits it, and it does no damage. On anything else on your turn, Cass?
Just checking. I think I'm good.
Okay. Honora?
Now the toll's dead.
Alright. That is a miss.
Alright.
And I fired it on this.
Stardust.
Stardust.
Stardust is gonna
Please.
Stardust is gonna do 1 damage no matter what. I need you to leave my boy alone, okay? It's his literal first day alive.
Hey!
Okay. I have some bad news.
Yep.
It's taking it back.
Oh my god, he's still alive.
Oh my god.
I want to live.
So you deal 1 damage to the creature.
The creature.
Technically, I can't make it lower, so it is just a minimum of 1, so he gets through. But as it happens, you notice that some of the water, as Stardust's paw kind of pulls away, it freezes onto its fur.
Oh, you've made Honora very angry.
And, first things first. It's gonna get rid of the tiny thing.
Oh
because
no.
It's annoying it.
Oh no.
Rest in
I'm
peace,
sorry, what
Stardust. I knew you for 5 minutes.
Yeah. So it whips around and it's going to make a bite attack.
Miss.
I'm gonna give it Oh,
That's a miss.
Oh my god.
I was gonna give
Alright.
it disadvantage on. I'm gonna say I used it anyways because I was saying it like as, but this
Yeah.
is what I was going for.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it will then
wait.
turn around.
Can you roll to see if it fails? Damn.
It did not. Okay.
Alright, it would have hit. And then it's going to try and hit Trey. And that is a miss.
All right.
Okay, Trey, we gotta beat this thing up before Nora blows up the house.
Yeah. So, definitely gonna swing at it again with the sword. And miss. And then I'm just going to bonus action second wind to heal myself. So that is 1d10 plus my fighter level, which is 2, so I heal for 8. That's my turn.
Good
All
turn.
right. Cass, you're up.
Hurry up.
Question. Can you... Okay, does it look like it's made of water, or that it's like...
It's made of water.
Okay.
You cannot use, create, or destroy water on it.
Okay, that was making sure.
Can you use shape water on it?
No.
Okay.
It's a creature, not an object.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Um,
Like, what are you even going to do? Hold on, I'm looking at your sheet.
It's gonna destroy
What are
it.
you gonna do?
Hold on. Here, so that you know. It's in the spells.
You
Oh my god.
the house.
What? Oh, you cut out so hard.
Nothing.
Okay.
So, okay, I am going to... Man, this is... just certainly something.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm rethinking it. It's okay.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is, cause I'm gonna go here. Oopsies. And then I'm going to use, Healing Word on Stardust.
Okay.
So, and then, yeah, so 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability mod. So do I just roll the...
+3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't have much health anyway, so 4 isn't that
I'll
bad.
take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. An HP is an HP, and Anora's a little less angry.
Alright. It's 4 total. Why?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
just
it's
4
plus
total.
3, yeah.
Okay. Can I? There we go.
I don't know how this thing's back to almost full health.
Then, hold on a second.
It's not like there was a lot to start.
I may have something else I want to do.
If you're gonna be casting another spell, it has to be a cantrip.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, but I don't think I want to. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Alright, Anora, it is your turn.
Unfortunately, there's not much she can do other than the same thing that she's been doing, because she's no longer as angry as she was.
And that's 5 necrotic damage. Good work.
Describe
what that looks like.
So, as I believe I described it last session, but I would describe it again, she reaches out towards this, water snake, and just, like, these stars just start to form around it as they just start to explode around its head. And it recoils in pain as it's just getting these flashes of pain that are just kind of like blowing up in front of it.
Alright. It is going to... Oh wait, it's Stardust's turn. He can make his attack.
Stardust is gonna do the mature thing after Honora uses her reaction to say, Stardust, back down. Because it literally just got here. So Stardust will disengage and walk over here, far enough distance away so that it won't explode.
Stardust is probably flying.
Yeah, Stardust is flying away.
So. Alright. The water snake elemental is actually going to use its action to pass through Trey. Trey, you're going to take 1d6 damage.
Okay.
And it's going to try and attack Honora as it took a bunch of health. Or she just took a bunch of health from this creature. So that is a 6 as it tries to bite down, and instead it just gets your hat a little bit wet. And then it tries to loop around and hit you with its tail, and does a 14 hit.
It meets, so yes.
Alright, so you are going to take 4 bludgeoning damage and 3 cold damage as it tries to smack you around.
She is bloodied.
Alright. Trey. Okay.
There we go.
Trey, you see as this creature passes through you and you feel a chill over your body as it's coming back from just going through you, it reaches out and misses Honora, but as it curls around like a snake ready to strike, it instead lashes out with its tail, hitting her pretty badly. She's not looking good. What are you going to do? You are in an advantageous position right now, and you are currently flanking.
Yeah, so can I drop my sword and instead inflict wounds on it, reach my hand out, and try to touch it?
Yes, you can.
Right.
Make a melee spell attack.
With advantage?
With advantage.
Where is it? At level 1.
It's a hit, and that is enough to kill it. How do you want to do this?
I reach out and touch it, and from the spot where my hand touches it, the water starts to freeze into ice, and then the ice starts to decay and melt inward from there until the whole thing kind of collapses into a puddle with maybe a gemstone falling out, if that is something that happens afterward.
True. A small sapphire clatters to the ground and nearly falls into the hole. But Stardust, being Stardust, swoops in and swipes it, and it flings itself like past Cassandra's feet somewhere. But you have survived. What none of you noticed was that your door had opened at some point.
Oh.
And standing there, absolutely bewildered,
Oh.
is
I had to move the turn order out of the way.
who was here to pick you all up because you have a job, but walked in to you all fighting some random creature in your house. Just what the hell happened?
I decided to stab the floor.
There was magic in the floor.
There's still magic in the floor, by the way.
Still there.
I jump at Treyuk Don't you fucking dare!
No, my detect magic spell lost concentration a while ago.
I then grabbed the crystal off the floor.
Actually,
Ooh.
Trey, I need you to roll 3 d20s to see if that's true. It's con saves.
Oh, con saves.
Oh.
What's my con modifier? Hold on.
Just tell me what your con save mod is, and I can do the math from there.
It's +5, so it's 12, 22, and 15.
Your detect magic is still up.
All right. Yeah, so I do still detect the magic from under the house.
And you do detect small presences in the gems as well. But yeah, no, it's still under the house.
Okay. There's still magic down here.
Okay, well, we can figure that out together, and let's not stab the floor. But I reached down and grabbed the crystal that we spotted.
The red one?
Yeah.
Because Stardust had the blue,
Oh,
the sapphire,
Okay.
right?
Well, Stardust swatted it, like, under the stairs.
Oh, okay.
But you can literally walk under the stairs. It's an opening. So.
Okay. Let me just move this out of the turn order thing.
Honora's checking her bread to make sure it's not fucking burnt, because she's gonna be pissed.
It was 12... No, I'm sorry. It was about half a minute long, that fight.
Okay.
30 seconds is just thinking about
5
that.
rounds?
Yeah. That's funny.
She's just going to check on it mostly to blow off steam so she doesn't yell at Trey, because...
Okay,
It's not his
well,
fault.
No, it's not. Exactly why she doesn't want to yell at him.
Oh, look, I would suggest you all take a break. We have a really big job we need you to do. Take a breather, pat yourselves up a little bit. And then she throws the same bottle at you, Trey. Drink this. Now. This is no longer an option.
Oh my god. It's Casanora Nightsea Stardust.
Trey takes the bottle and, like, chugs it into his mouth, but then just kind of sits there holding an open bottle with his mouth clearly full of liquid, and is just like,
Swallow it.
There's a dagger that flies by your ear, Trey, and it cuts a little bit of your hair. And you didn't even see her pull it out.
When that
Drink
happens,
it.
I spit it. I just...
Oh god.
That is a greater healing potion. So congratulations, Trey. You owe me 100 GP.
I I turn to the party. Do we have any money left?
From your end, yes.
Trey, lick that liquid off the floor now.
And Honora just like walks over to Asai and just hands her the 100 gold from Trey. Looking very much half dead.
She normally hands you a potion, by the way.
Thank you.
I would genuinely suggest taking a short rest before we head out.
Yes, please.
So did I grab the thing from under the stairs or no?
Did.
Okay, because I wasn't sure.
Okay.
So you can all hit your short rest button.
Yippee. Scrolling up,
Accidentally closed
scrolling
my
up,
character sheet.
scrolling up.
Is it not doing anything?
Oh, yeah. Didn't do anything
Is
for
it-
me either.
Do you guys have it set up? Hold on. I'm gonna check. Do not touch your sheets.
Okay.
I probably forgot to set it up. That's on me.
Oh. It's currently busted. So roll your hit die. And that's really, and then you can add those. You can roll as many as you need.
Okay.
I didn't actually take any damage that fight.
You know what? That gets me up to 38 out of 39, so I'll
I'll do it
probably
anyway.
just stop there.
No, if you took no damage, do not roll your hit die.
Okay.
Stardust can roll their hit die.
I need to. Yeah. Christ. I also closed his. This is hit die. I like how it deleted itself.
One d4.
Yep. I need to do one more 1d8 for me. Just to full heal myself, but. Perfect. We're both back up to full HP. Honora's saving that potion for later. Don't get it twisted.
All right. Let's go. You guys look rested enough. It's time is of the essence. And
Okay.
she turns on her heel and just leaves.
Alright, off we go. Honora is grabbing her shit, grabbing her cat, and following her Tressum, excuse me.
Oh god.
Trey just like clumsily puts the tiles back in the hole real quick as we're shuffling out the door.
Is there a way to get rid of
Alright.
this turn order button thing? Or can I...
Oh, you just hit. I can do that. There we go.
okay.
All right. As you rush, there is no like leisure pace. She is rushing you to where, back to the Faded Lady. And as you get there, there's Christina, who is like, took you guys long enough. And she motions over to the board. And would anyone like to read the newest posting?
I guess I'll do it. Missing person. My daughter Mara and her friend went boating near Starboard Light. When the Church of Umberlee attempted to retrieve her body, I was informed she is still alive. Please help me find her. Client, Lord Emmanuel Irvo, reward to be discussed.
Yeah. So, you want power in this city? You do this job.
I guess that's...
Capiche?
Yeah. I guess that
Yeah.
speaks for itself. Yeah. Gonna have to take it.
And they
Okay.
pop it off and hand it over. And I would like anyone with an insight higher than a... Anyone with an insight higher than a +2, I want you to roll an insight check.
That ain't me.
All right, Cass, you catch. There's a little bit of. There's a lot of rush happening here, is what you're noticing. And as you're looking around, you notice that there's not a lot of Silverwind people around in the Faded Lady today. It looks like everyone else is currently on a job, and this job just got put up.
Oh.
So, you think it's less of, we thought this was perfect for you, and we just need someone to do this. So, congratulations.
Despite being able to detect that from the context, I don't really mention it. I just kind of go with it.
Okay.
It's very much just, it's a job. I find this to be way better than the pest control. I think this is a lot more up my alley. So, with that being said, let's get to it. And then I clap, clap.
Yep.
Gonna need a boat.
Let's figure that one out.
So you're gonna want to head down to the docks. Show them
Right
one
out.
of these, and she hands out a Silverwind like badge, and tell them that you need to head to Irvo's Isle, and they should get you there.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Irvo's Isle. I love Cynthia Irvo.
Are
Tell me.
begin to make your way.
All right.
Okay. Can we take a quick second? Stardust didn't eat and is being really on my shit. I'll be right back.
It's all good.
Please continue to go on without me as you see fit. I'll be back.
What time do you think we'll be ending, by the way?
Because of this surprise combat, we're gonna end a little bit later than I wanted to, but I think I'm gonna call it when you get to a certain location.
Okay.
So my goal is to end by like 11:30, depending on how long Twy takes to deal with the familiar.
Gotta love surprise combats.
I don't think you have to.
Can't believe you did that. I need you to understand that was a nerfed version of what was actually supposed to come out.
I figured it probably was nerfed, because at first you were saying, does this kill you? And then what ended up coming out was not even close to killing.
Well, it's because you have a very high AC.
Yeah, that's true.
With
With the shield, I'm at 18.
Yeah. It's a very, very high AC.
Yeah, especially at such a low level. But, oh my gosh. Players will always break your plans in ways you could have never expected.
That is exactly what happened. Correct. I honestly, genuinely, I don't know what I expected. But it wasn't that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
welcome back. All right, so you are going to make your way. Well, is everyone here?
Yes.
I'm just muted because I'm eating chips.
All right, so you're going to, I assume, get yourselves a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Have any of you ever piloted a boat on the ocean before?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. I would like you, whoever is taking lead on this, to roll a. Sorry, I yawned. Roll a dexterity vehicles check to see if you flip the boat on the way to the island. Alternatively, you can pay a little bit of money to have someone bring you there.
I have decent decks. I could probably try to roll it.
All right.
If anyone has any better decks, I have no idea.
I definitely don't.
No.
Okay.
I'm a wizard.
Yippee.
Here. And the boat flips.
Oh, okay.
So I need strength checks to swim and get back onto the boat.
Eh, mm. So, strength check or saving throw?
Check.
Check. How am I still on advantage?
Still 21.
Yeah.
Oh, thank fucking God.
I don't know.
So-
Do I have any disadvantage on swim checks for my chainmail?
No.
Okay.
You all get on and you make your way, but now you're going to be wet, like sopping wet, when you meet probably the most powerful man on this island. As you make your way onto Sir or Lord Emmanuel Ervo's island. As you approach the landing, there are some guards who stop you and look at you a bit confused and just say to your business.
We're because of the Silverware mercenaries, and she shows them the help wanted paper, as well as what the Silverwind, I'm assuming it's the Silverwind emblem that they were handed.
Then
You shows
please
it.
follow me.
Thank you.
And they stop and they have a nearby. You notice that this seems to be a fairly low level wizard who they call over and essentially dry you all off
Thank you.
before leading you into his chambers. And as you enter, go back to Ramonza. As you enter, you see a very ashen fellow. He is leaning over his chair a bit. His head is almost in his hands with how low it's bent. There's 2 seats that are empty next to him. And you see that his dark, almost black hair is speckled with white. As you enter, he looks up and greets you with very tired eyes and very sunken, concerned features. Just, are you what they sent to find my daughter?
Yes, sir.
Very well. I suggest you go, looking near Starboard Light to see if you can find, where they might have vanished off to. Mara is, with her friend, Fatima. And, they were together, boating, and, didn't come home last night. When I attempted to contact her and got nothing in reply, I assumed that she must have tipped and, went under. And so I asked the ladies of the sea if they would be willing to collect her body, and when they communed with the Lady of Waves, the Lady of Waves did not have her. So she's somewhere out there still. I am willing to discuss what you might want for rewards. We can do it now, or we can do it once she is returned.
I think it's best to do that after we find her.
Very well.
That way, we can hurry and go find her.
I agree.
Very well. Do you need anyone to assist with the boat, or will you be fine?
Yes, please. Yes, please. We would very much enjoy the assistance.
Very well. I'll send one of the boaters with you. And do you do anything?
I would say that we would, start heading towards Starboard Light.
In a boat or on foot?
I would assume that we would meet up with the boatman and then head there.
So, for context, it means that she went missing somewhere in the water around here.
Yeah. That's what I mean, like we would start looking around underneath.
Okay.
Sorry, I did not clarify well enough there. If that is okay with you guys.
Trey, how are you feeling right now about this?
Trey's kind of like, whatever. I'm here to do a job. Yeah. I don't care.
And Cass?
After thinking of the potential, after walking into this building and just getting the visual of how powerful this family really is, I'm just more motivated to get it done.
Then this is going to be a collaborative role. How I would like you to choose a skill that you are proficient in, and tell me how you assist in locating where these girls might be.
Was that for all of us or specifically me?
For all of you.
Okay.
Honora would be using her power to the best of her ability. Using this, if it'll let me. There we go. The second part of that and then using her investigation skills. Or not, yeah, investigation.
And what specifically we're trying to investigate?
Any signs of, like, where their boat might have gone, any sign of, like, pieces of them that may have been left behind. Not necessarily body parts, but, like, things that they, like, pieces of clothing that might have come off, like a ribbon or a hair tie or, like...
This is a really, sorry, I was gonna ask a question.
No, go for it.
There's boats on the map that you have here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are either one of those specifically their boat?
No.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if it was like drawn on the map preemptively.
Those are boats that are just coming in and out.
Okay.
You said a skill we're proficient in?
Proficient in.
Yep, gotcha.
As well as just, like, signs of any other, like, not necessarily any, but, like, enemy, but, like, sea creatures in general that might have, like, waylaid them a little bit, or pieces of land that they might have gotten trapped in.
Mm-hmm.
Just any sign of where they could have gone.
Roll that. Okay. That was
Alright.
not 20.
Yep.
Cass?
We rolled it in secret.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
I sure did. I rolled a natural 20. That was in GM by accident. But
God damn it, that would have been so hype.
That's a 23.
That's cool.
Again, because you technically had
yeah.
advantage.
You're right. I do technically have advantage on that.
I mean...
If you get if you get 2 crits in a row, I do something special.
Yeah.
So.
Damn, that was...
Almost glitch.
Why does it keep doing this? It's like stuck on the fucking... There. Christ. Okay.
What skill are you looking at possibly using?
Can I pick the same one, or am I able to... I could go with other stuff. I can go with, Actually, I mean, depending on what the situation we're in is, I could use stealth, because if we need to, like, sneak up on people to, like, save them or something.
Sneak up on people? Because you're just trying to find out where they are.
Oh, using it to find out. Okay, I thought you were saying just to rescue them. What would we... Okay.
No. No.
I mean, I do have also investigation, but I also have nature.
Nature
Yeah, you cannot use the same thing.
Okay, yeah. I'll go with nature then. That's probably the best bet. I can just kind of survey the general area, kind of understand if anything's been, like, messed with under, like, you know, knowing where to check maybe for that, for missing people and stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
And I think I'm probably I can't really imagine how I would use athletics or intimidation, which are my good skills. So I think I'm going to use survival, which I do have proficiency in, doing kind of the same thing, looking for, like, evidence that might not be obvious to someone without survival skills. So especially, like, footprints, evidence of like animal movement that might suggest like person activity, that kind of stuff.
With advantage, actually.
With advantage?
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna carry the 12.
Oh wait, was mine also with advantage? Because I only rolled once.
Nope. Yours was normal. It's because of specifically what you guys were looking for. So, starting with Trey, you kind of guide the party. You essentially tell the party that they can't be under the water. If they're under the water, they're dead. So they have to be somewhere closer to the land. So you narrow down the area where they could be. Same thing, Cass. You also are helping with this in this way, where you're actually paying more attention to the way that the tides are moving, really tapping into your nature, really tapping into just the way that nature is moving around you. And you notice that there is a strange current that you can't quite figure it out, but it doesn't make much sense based off of where you are in the water. Honora. You're looking around, and you have the cat out too. Can you please change, by the way, your picture off of the cat into you?
What do you mean?
So right now you're rolling as your cat on Roll20.
I am Honora. Oh no, that's my icon. Like that's my character icon. That's my profile picture.
Yeah, I just made Cassandra my Roll20 PFP.
Can you go in and click Honora Nightseeker?
It is.
Did you change it off of actually Honora?
Are you talking about like my little icon, like where my name is when I type things?
Like, what is Trey's profile picture to you right now? Because for me, it's the manga. Still.
Yeah,
okay, so
Tiragane.
Okay, just do me a favor, guys. Can you guys go and click into as, and then it says a thing, right?
Oh yeah, I'm as Honora. Do you see that it says Honora?
Yes, but why did you change it off of the original picture you had of Honora?
It was
not.
That's
my account profile picture. It only uses the account's profile picture. It doesn't change your character.
Do you want why? Yeah.
Never mind. Okay.
No, I see what you mean. Absolutely. I'm sorry for the confusion, but yeah, that's just my profile picture of this
I was
account.
super confused.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. But anyways, as you were going around and looking, you see that there seems to be a little cave that is hidden by a large grouping of like vines that are hanging off the edge. And as you get closer, Cass, you notice that tide, that movement of water is leading into that cave.
Huh. That's not suspicious at all.
So I suppose we should head in there and just see what our leads are like, right?
Maybe with some carefulness, perhaps?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, are you attempting to stealth?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I would like you all to make a group stealth check.
Yeah.
Don't have this. Oh, you have disadvantage. You're in heavy armor. Okay.
I didn't do too bad though.
Yeah, I was gonna say better than 6.
Okay. And as you approach, you find a little bit of an area that you can leave your boat on. And I'm going to ask, do you want to leave your boat at the right side of the mouth of the cave or the left side of the mouth of the cave? The guy who brought you here is not going inside.
Understandable.
So could you ping on like the map? Oh god, hold on a second. It's like messing up for me. I'm trying to just like get to the map. Could you ping on the map where exactly we are, like roughly?
Let me go back onto the map because I wasn't on it anymore. Right here, this is a little cave.
I did not see a
Yeah, I did
ping.
not see a ping.
I'm on GM layer, right here. There we go.
Okay.
Ah.
So,
Ew. Hold on. Sorry.
probably looking at the cave, our left would be to the right in the picture, so probably that side.
Okay.
If
Well,
anyone else has any input.
Is there like any noticeable difference between the two?
There's the
Like,
same amount of sand. Maybe a little bit less sand on the left side, but nothing major.
The benefits to me for being on the side towards like the land, or like the little divot of water, I should say rather, is due to the fact that if something were to happen, it's more, I guess, stealthed if we tuck it away there. But on the other hand, if we are trying to escape something, it would probably be better to go the other side. That way we can try to get out as fast as we can. So it really is up to you guys. Like I have no outward like thoughts.
yeah,
But
I
yeah.
think my actual thoughts about this are too smart for Trey.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I do agree though. I think it is in our best interest for a quick getaway just in case.
Now does the guy running the like the is our like captain or whoever the guy
our boatman.
Yeah, our boatman,
just-
is he like, does he have thoughts on this?
He doesn't. He honestly doesn't want to be here. He is like a 19-year-old kid
Oh.
who was told to just bring the adventurers to the probably dangerous location.
Yeah.
He
we're
has
gonna
like
give him a
5
quick
hit
out.
points.
Yeah, I
Like,
say we give him the quick out. Just
he's
in
not going
case.
in with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but I
know.
mean,
Well-
like, if he hears noises of our deaths, you know, he can make a quick break for it.
Either side doesn't matter for that.
Yeah. Okay.
I
My actual thoughts are we should hook it on the sandbars so it doesn't like float away. But
Yeah.
The boat
Trey
what you
Trey
need
has
to worry about.
okay.
I just need
Is
to know where you guys are going.
Okay.
Fuck it, let's go left.
All right.
On the left side?
yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go to the left.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just the line of questioning was getting confusing to me because it didn't seem like it
Yeah.
had any impact on what we were doing other
It's
than
probably for positioning for the map, for our sake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
All right.
Then, what is your marching order? Who's going first?
How dark is it in the cave? And who among us has dark vision?
All of you have dark vision.
Yep.
Okay. Then that doesn't matter. I think Trey probably goes first.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Trey, then Honora, then myself.
Yes. Very much so. I didn't want to assume, but absolutely, that's probably the case.
Because I think you're the only one of the group that doesn't have any particular like out in terms of a close range interaction. And even then, I don't
Yeah.
really either. But at least I have my abilities to get away from shit fast.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously, Trey has his shield donned at this point.
Okay. You enter stealthily. You hear some strange noises. Weird in a language that none of you understand, I believe.
I do have
And-
quite a bit, but yeah, probably not if it's.
Let me see your languages.
I don't remember what this special language I have is.
Oh, it's not your specials. I know that.
Okay. So I got Common, Orcish, Abyssal, and Dwarven.
Yeah, you do not have. Nope, no language there.
All I got
How about-
Celestial.
Yeah, nope. And Trey, you also don't have it. Yeah, so it's a language that none of you understand. And you hear chanting, and you hear the distinct sound of flippers
Oh.
hitting the ground.
Oh.
And you're also met with a distinct scent of fish as you enter the cave.
I
know what
hate
this
fish.
is. I know what this is. Oh no, I'm giggling. Thank you, Alex. This is gonna be hilarious.
Corvid.
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 COVID-19.
COVID.
COVID-19.
No.
No.
uh,
And what you see is a brief moment in time where you managed to sneak in without them noticing you initially. Initially, I say. Because unfortunately someone does give you away. Not you.
Okay.
And this expression, these are the actual expressions of the fish as they stop chanting and just look at you.
okay. I'm
One
just,
of them is like midway, like they're holding up this absolutely gross looking like bone knife standing over this poor looking girl who is like strapped to a table.
Is it supposed to be entirely like shadowy?
Maybe.
Yeah, most of the
'Cause
map
all
is
I'm
in
seeing,
shadow for us.
all I'm seeing is the fish at the bottom left with like the girl and then the top crystal at the top left.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, like I can kind of make out other things.
I'm just making
But
sure
it is
because we
very
do all
dark.
have dark vision, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have night vision. Maybe it's just this being too dark. Let's maybe try. Hi, don't move yet, please.
Sorry. I was
How about that? Is that better for you?
just,
Not really. Maybe a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
maybe?
That was for one person.
Oh, okay.
it did get a little brighter towards the area I'm standing. Yeah.
Okay. It's weird. I never have this issue with literally any other game.
We're
Because I
just
don't like
special.
having dark vision just give you everything, I guess.
Yeah,
But I
because
guess
it is
I'll
only
just
60
try.
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
it's
it-
60
yeah.
feet, but it was still like limited as 60 feet.
Yeah.
I just don't know why it was making it kind of miserable for you to. First of all, poor Nora. Can't see
Yeah.
anything actually. There you go.
Oh, much better. I can see now.
Right.
Oh, fish.
But as you're looking around, these are the expressions that they make as you walk in, and this guy is literally like seconds away from stabbing this girl on what seems to be a sacrificial table. And there is a large totem up in this area as the fish people seem to be chanting and prepping to sacrifice her. Right now, they have frozen and are just looking at you with the exact expressions that you see here.
Well, boys.
The reason that they noticed you is because the girl on the table noticed you,
Girl.
and she freaked out for a second.
Okay. Well,
This one noticed you, but had the common sense to not move. So,
well, guess we're gonna be violent.
well, what are you doing?
So this is all like walkable. It's not like a wall. Just double checking.
If you said anything, it's mute. We didn't hear it.
Walkable.
Okay.
It's walkable.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And I can see this little fuck fish. Understood. Well, Honora kind of looks at the rest of the party and is like, well, they already see us. No time like the present. Might as well fucking hit them first. And she's gonna
Say that. I need all of you to roll something for me.
Oh, good.
As Trey, the song from last night echoes through your mind. And you all hear it. I need you all to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Just to double check so that saving time, is this a fear roll or is it a charm roll?
It's a charm roll.
Okay.
Oh wait, I think I have a thing.
So,
I have my Yuan-Ti advantage on saving throws against spells.
this is not a spell.
Okay, just making sure.
The song floats over your ears, and Trey, you feel it almost take over, and then it stops, and you're fine. Honora, there's a moment where you turn slightly towards the water, but then you snap out of it. Cassandra, as the creature in the water that has been watching you this whole time, and noticed you say the words that you were going to attack, she begins to sing as Cassandra, you are compelled to join her in the water. And you are charmed.
I could do the funniest thing right now.
So I just start moving toward the water.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, nope.
You move, you can't do anything.
Okay.
Because you are currently fighting against the issue yourself.
Okay.
But you move your movement through the water. It's double movement through the water itself, so you get to move a little bit more, and you want to move towards her.
So like directly into the. Oh, oopsies.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
No,
right
no.
into the.
Half damage. Half.
So half movement. So you're
Oh,
only
I
really
thought you
gonna
said
do...
doubled. Okay.
No,
You did
no.
say double.
Yeah, so
Oh.
like a double movement penalty. So you have to use for every 2 movement. You're only moving 1.
Okay. I forgot what my movement was. Hold on a second.
So instead of 30, you're going 15.
Okay.
Technically, it'd be more like 20, because you had a free
Oh, yeah,
5
because
feet that you
They
could
can make
Yeah.
it like here.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can remake that turn in a bit. But seeing as that's happening, and seeing as there's something spoken in a language from the other 2 Koatoa that are around you, we are going to roll initiative, and that is where we're going to end for today, actually. As Sandra is making her way towards this creature, and then Trey and Honora, You managed to stave that off, but
Oh, does
You got
Stardust
bigger fish
also
to
have
fry.
to make the wisdom save, actually?
no, Stardust is a cat.
Tressum, excuse you.
But I'm trying to put on the actual turn order. There we go.
So are we rolling
and
initiative?
then, hold on, wait.
Oh.
I gotta remove it all first.
It was
Let me put
empty
you back
when
on.
I saw it, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, it was the old one. I didn't delete it.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And then add turn. Okay, so you guys can just actually edit yours. Put in the other one.
So 18.16.
And then
Look, Hoator are gonna go on different
Oh.
turns.
What the? What, mine got?
You press enter.
Yeah, I did, but it like got reset to 0 as I was typing. I was confused.
Classic. That's just Roll20 being classic.
Okay, that one's gonna be getting 99.9.
Yep. You know what?
Okay.
I'm proud of Stardust. Stardust is only getting better. I sure wish it did more than just 1 damage. But you know, fish food and all. Hopefully this will kick Stardust's ass in gear.
Perfect. And then I'll put in the lair action later. And yeah, so as it's looking, it does look like the one of the Kotoa are going to immediately be acting, followed by Trey, Cass, Nora, and then everyone else.
Fun.
But that's where we're gonna end for today.
Yippee!
That's fun. Whoops, I didn't fucking mean to close it.
Okay, so I was gonna say so we're all set with this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so thank anybody who's watching on YouTube, or thank the people that are watching on Twitch.
Shout out Adverse Appraiser AF8, cheap viewers on streamboo.net.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
please don't actually advertise that. I do think that is probably gonna. I don't know. I don't want someone will do it. Someone will fucking find a way to do it. But yeah. So, if you don't already follow me on Twitch, I'm live most days of the week, other than most Tuesdays and Thursdays, at around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. I stream a variety of games normally. I think we're saving our D&D to like once every month or so is ish the plan, I believe.
Well, for the summer, I'm okay with jumping up to once every like 2 times a month, essentially. But that is entirely debating on everyone else's schedule, so we can talk about that off stream.
Yeah.
Okay, doke. But yeah, so if you are really into this, I appreciate a good old follow on YouTube. I will be trying to consistently post every time the next day after we do the streams. So if you ever, have any interest in following me on either other media, please do. It means the world. We got Honora, aka Twy here, who does technically stream, just not often. But if you want to shout out anything else, feel free.
No, I'm good.
Okie doke. Trey, do you have anything you would like to shout out?
Not really. I might start streaming on Twitch soon-ish. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff to work on. But follow me, twitch.tv/Rexsquared. I'll put it in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, it'll be in the Twitch chat, and then I'll also make sure to put it in the YouTube bio, so if anyone's interested to follow Rex, aka Treyuk. And then our lovely DM Corvid. Corvid is a VTuber and recently debuted. So if you have anything you'd like to shout out, or promote yourself, feel free.
So I'm currently working on a couple covers, but those aren't going to be coming out for a while. But tomorrow I am doing a peak collab with my good Kingdom visitors, Raven and Rinachi. So if you want to watch me die repeatedly by falling off a mountain, feel free. I think it'll be fun. But that's really all I have going this week. I also do Sunday art streams, productivity streams, really. So if you ever just want a body double, and you're like, oh my god, I can't get this done, just stop by and we can body double.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was an excellent time. We'll be back eventually. The day that we figure out will be posted in my Discord. So for those that are in my Twitch chat right now, !Discord, we'll pull that up for you. And for those of you that are watching on YouTube, if you hop into my Twitch channel at any point, you could still go into the chat and do !Discord. Or you can follow me on any of my other socials. And I will have dates posted for those streams, and I usually post when I go live. But if you want a good community of people, I got that group of people for you. Very open group of people, comfortable, fun to talk to, got a variety of hobbies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see ya.
All right, guys.